I'm still trying to find out, like, what was God doing to make the Big Bang? Like, was he just sitting down in the chair and was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's blow some shit up. Let's just make a giant explosion and let's see what happens in this, like, empty vacuum of space. Did that shit. Yeah, he did that shit. And then, like, a whole bunch of stars and planets and shit just start, like, a whole bunch of rocks and shit just started colliding with each other for like different light years away and shit, and like just making planets and stars and shit. And then like all of a sudden, oh shit, the fucking giant fireballs have like something called like what, gravity, a force, and this shit like pulling them junks together, but it's not so strong to the point where they collide, but they just like orbit that motherfucker. So now the planets are just like going around that shit. Like, what the fuck, man? And bro, that's not even the best part. Like, what was God doing to just sit down and be like, you know what? I'm gonna focus on. Okay, let me see. Should I focus on this red one, this green one, or this green and blue one? You know what? This green and blue one looks nice. Let's do this one. Ooh, what's this wavy stuff? Water. Ooh, what's all this weird soft stuff? Grass, nigga. What's all this hard stuff? Ooh, rocks, my nigga. You know what? Let's make it snow on top of those giant ass rocks connected to the ground. You know what? I'm gonna call them junks mountains because it's just that simple, my nigga. He's like, then he's like, you know what? Let's make something else. Like, how about we just take a whole bunch of small, like, little ball things and just, like, make them grow. Like, they're not going to grow, like, instantly. It's not going to take, like, 15 minutes for them to grow. Let's take, like, what, like, a couple billion years for them to grow. Yeah, let's do that. All of a sudden, now we have, like, a whole bunch of shit swimming in like, the water, the wavy stuff that we... You know what? We're going to call that water. And like the bigger it is, we're just gonna call it even different things. Like a little bigger, just a lake. A little bigger, that's like the fucking river if it moves down a certain area. And if it's just like all the way around the planet, let's just call that bullshit the ocean. Just call that bullshit the ocean. Anyway, we just have like these giant things swimming in the ocean. And like there's nothing on land. Nah, yeah, let's call that land. There's nothing on land. We just have these fucking giant things just swimming around. And yeah, he starts thinking like, oh, wait a minute. So they're just gonna keep like coming back and stuff. Like they're just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger and just keep like repopulating themselves and stuff. They're just like, you know what? Let's make them motherfuckers kill each other. Yeah, let's just do that. And okay, and then like, yeah, let's just make them kill each other. Like, yeah, and then they'll never like overpopulate the ocean. And it's like, well, since they're on the ocean, is there a way that they can like be on land? And then he just thinks like, wait, what else should I do now? You know what? Let's make these motherfuckers confident. Let's give these motherfuckers arms and legs, bitch. Let's just let them do what they do. A few, like, 1,000 years later, these motherfuckers got the confidence to crawl onto land and just start walking and running around. God is just so, like, satisfied with himself while these things out here fighting for their lives, trying to survive and junk. And God is like, oh, well, looks like I did a good job now. Let's just sit here and see what they do. All of a sudden they just evolve, you know. And then now we have these giant ass lizards and these small lizards that run like what, 50 miles per hour with their feet. And let's just call these motherfuckers velociraptors. We have this giant one that has small arms but a big ass mouth with a bite force of over like what's the bite force of a T-Rex? It doesn't matter. That shit's strong. I'm just gonna call this shit a T-Rex, you know. Or Tyrannosaurus Rex, but we're just gonna call it T-Rex for short, you know, cause we're smart like that, nigga. And then we have like these other things that just like they didn't wanna like pay attention to stuff. We just call these humans, my dude. Just call these humans. They're just like gonna, you know, start inventing different stuff. Okay, we have fire here, my dude. We got lightning here, my dude. We have energy. Sooner or later, a giant ass fucking, you know what? Nah. I kind of want to restart this, but I just want to keep the human things. But how do I, you know what? Let's make a giant ass rock that happened from that explosion earlier, from like a few billion years ago. let's just make one of those rocks just come out of nowhere and just smack the shit out of Earth for no reason. Then you know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen next? Yup. The Earth ain't even gonna be destroyed. Hell no, everything on it is just gonna die. Okay, so yeah, the Earth got hit by a giant rock, and now we're just wondering, like, what are we gonna do now? Okay, let's make the Earth back to the way it was. Let's give it water and the land and the rocks and, you know, mountains and stuff back. But instead of us putting all these weird things, let's just put the humans on there and then see what happens. All of a sudden, we have different, like, dolphins and shit from the fucking Mosasaurus family. We got fucking insects and shit, my nigga. We got bears and shit. Just got all these different animals living on Earth, and God is like, huh? Well, what's happening here? What do I do now? And God is like, well, I mean, they can't just like live peacefully. Let's just give someone the stupid idea of just like having let's just make them petty, you know. Let's just make them like stingy, and let's make them fight over land, even though it's all connected, like under the ocean. Let's just make them all fight for like what's already theirs, and just make them try and, like, you know, divide it or some shit. Like, oh yeah, this is mine, no it's not, it's mine, and they just start fighting each other and shit, you know, because it's like, Earth, my dude. Then God is like, okay, so I'm done with that, that's enough. Now they're all divided into different parts. You know what, let's make them all look different, and let's make them all, what else should I do? Oh yeah, they should all speak different languages. Like lizards can't understand bears, but cats and dogs can't understand each other for some reason. Let's just do that shit. Like, some of them can speak same language, some can only speak one, some can only speak a multiple, my dude. Like, they can speak it, but they just don't understand it for some reason. Don't know why, but English is gonna be common. Okay, and then, like, what else? Like, okay, so there's this, like, and then God is like, okay, so I don't want to, like, be weird or anything, but maybe we should add something else, like something that's, like, not bigger than the humans, but is, like, pretty harmful, you know, something that stings them a little bit, you know, to, like, give them a warning, but, like, not too much. And this guy's like, oh, wait, how about we make a super, super small insect, give it a stinger as a mouth, make it super small, like I already said, and we give it these little things on its legs, so if it lands on something, they can't feel it, and they drink the blood of any living thing. Let's only do that for the females, though. The guys, they are the ones that eat fruit. Yeah, that's gonna be a good idea. And then boom, God does that. Then, like, he's like, okay, so this should be good. Now they should get a sting every few minutes and stuff. And, like, all of a sudden we just have a whole bunch of them, like, swarming every living thing, drinking blood. God's like, oh God, wait, I this isn't what I kind of wanted to happen. And then he's like, okay, so how am I supposed to fix this? It's like, oh wait, maybe I should add something else to change this. And then he's like, okay, what if I pull the Earth away from the sun, but not too much, just enough to make it a little bit, you know, not as hot. So he pulled the Earth away, and then, like, it just, like, started snowing. No, not snowing, it was snowing. It just got colder and colder, and all of a sudden he was like, okay, so what if it rains? And it just started to rain, but, like, it was snow instead. And God was like, wait, what? I don't understand. What is all this? It's okay, well, I'm gonna call this snow. Yeah, I'm gonna call it snow. Then, like, all the insects and stuff just, like, disappear. And God is like, wait, I didn't want all the snakes and stuff to disappear. I just wanted the insects to go. Well, at least the humans are still here. Like, okay. And it's like, yeah, that's all good. 2020. And God is like, okay, so I've been doing good. I got that Donald Trump dude in office, but it looks like they're not in chaos right now. So what else can I do to, like, put them into chaos? And then God just had this brilliant idea. Okay, let's make a disease. You know, let's make something that, like, just, like, if you get it, you're guaranteed to die type of disease. And then like God is just like, okay, let's just, what should I name it though? You know what? The humans are smart enough to name it. Let's just give it to them, and then like it just happens, and just like this whole thing just goes around Earth and doing all this other stuff, and God's like, yeah, that's all good. And then they end up finding a vaccine for it. It's like, yep, I knew they could do it. Yeah, yep, they are smart. Humans are smart. Yep. But yep, that is pretty much it. I just wanted to talk a bit. Episode 2 of talking about random stuff in the dark. Yep. You thought I forgot about the series? Nope, I did not forget. Just like my nature videos, I didn't forget about that either. But talking in the dark, I think this is gonna be something that I kind of proceed with doing, because I'll be bored and I just be wanting to talk about random stuff. So, it's all the same. So I hope y'all like the video. This video is probably gonna be really long. I'm not gonna edit out any of this, but it's gonna be all good, all tasty, swell and stuff. I hope y'all liked it. I'm probably gonna put like a picture over the black screen, but I don't know, it might be like the galaxy to represent what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Jesus Christ, love y'all. I'll see y'all whenever. Okay, and goodbye. Cue the intro, Jonathan.